Hello, my angels. So I decided to do, I wasn't gonna do a video today with my face, but I decided I'm gonna be picking Oracle while I'm doing this to do a video for you today. I'm actually was in the process of making the review videos for my other tarot channel called Review My Tarot, where I review tarot cards so you can see all the cards before you buy them, so you don't invest in something that you're gonna end up returning anyway. So let's get ready to rumble. Your oracles have been picked. I'm going to put them right here. Let's go into tarot and then we'll clarify with the oracle at the end. So what's up, my honey bunnies? Let's see what tarot has for you, because I don't know what today's message is. I was 10 of Cups, happiness. I was actually in my car listening to all my 80s tapes that I made when I was a kid, because I just recently bought a car to just get around in, and it had a cassette player. I was like, I have cassettes. All right, so what do you have for my beautiful collective today? So, ooh, you want me to cut the deck? Okay. So far, the 10 of Cups popped out. Cut the deck. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. Your struggles are over. No more struggling. Oh, the 5 of Pentacles it literally just fell out. Like, it just fell out. So it was like, no, you were supposed to take that. It's like, okay. I'm going to show you the cards as they pop out. So your struggles are over. Let's start working on that 10 of Cups. My goodness. Maybe I should use another deck. You have the Queen of Cups. You have mastered your emotions. You've learned how to control your emotions, especially for any, like, because remember, they came up after the 5 of Pentacles. Pentacles, pentagrams, whatever you want to call it. Then you have the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. So there's an offer coming. It looks like you're a little bit conflicted about it because you've learned to master your emotions. You were struggling, right? And now here comes this offer and you're just like perplexed about it for whatever reason. We're gonna find out now what happened. Well, first of all, I want to know what the offer is. What is the offer? These are just a lot. You're going to see I'm going to start using mini decks because these are just so much more difficult to shuffle. I think I like the bigger decks, 2 of Swords, because you're indecisive. It's a very difficult decision for you. I like these decks when you're cutting the deck and you're doing old school, just shuffling, cutting, and then picking cards. You've got a lot. You have the 10 of Swords. Let me just look at it. The 10 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. There's been a lot of pain here. So the 2 of Swords, the indecision comes with the Queen of Swords because you know better. It's hard for you to make the decision because you know better. You're very defensive about it. And here comes this offer of love, but you don't know what to do. That cycle was ended. So the person that's bringing you this offer is now bringing you an offer from a cycle that ended. So I'm guessing it's a resurgence. You have the World. Things are coming full circle. How are you guys doing? You have the 6 of Pentacles, happy home. For some of you, when this offer comes in, you're going to take it because this is what you want. Hold on, these cards fell out. The Hermit and the Page of Cups. When I see the Page of Cups, that's always you and the other person talking, and the person's like, hey, I want to offer you something, and you're like, what? You want to offer me something? And he's like, yeah, I want to offer you something, and you're like, okay, you know. That is always what I see when I see this guy. Okay. So here you are, the world comes around, it turns everything around so that you could have this happy home after you've retreated. It could be with a Virgo, could be in August that this is happening. It could have happened where you guys split up in August. And here he comes with this offer, and it was the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. So there's a lot of love offers coming. And you're kind of like still hurt. And I completely understand that. But you have a celebration if you do take this offer. 3 of Cups. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do 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 do. Fool. You think you're a fool for taking this offer. The Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, because this person used to be a player. I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. Knight of Swords and 4 of Swords. But they're coming in quick, trying to help you heal so you can get past this, so you can take them back. And you are healing. You're healing. Because you a boss. Oh, whoa. A lot of cards came out. Hold on. You got the Star and the Temperance. You just have to be patient in order for this to happen. And the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You do have a possibility for a new beginning. The Page of Pentacles is always basically, I don't know if you guys follow Lumen Tarot. I love her. She says that they're coming to bring you the pentacle that's missing at the 9 of Pentacles to give you the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles hasn't come out yet, but we have these cards that popped up. The 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, sorry, the Empress, and the 7 of Pentacles. You're ready to drop your burdens and get into this Empress mode, and you're ready to work on this, whatever this is, with this person. This is the White Numen cards. I love this deck. I'm actually going to buy the original one. Somebody gave me 21 mini decks on my other channel, Review My Tarot, and I love them. They're just so easier. They pop out quicker. It's just so much easier to work with. And they're great to travel with. But I do sometimes want, just for, you know, to support the person who, you know, the, uh-oh. You got a stack. Hold on. You got this stack. You got the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. They're not giving up. They keep bringing you this pentacle, right? And the Wands. We just had the Page of Wands and the Knight and the King of Wands. Sorry, now you have the Page. 8 of Wands, you had that before. The Wheel of Fortune, you had that before. And the 10 of Wands, I don't believe you had that yet. So the story is repeating itself. Here comes this person giving you the offer. He was a player. You're still defensive about it, but the Wheel of Fortune is saying, drop your burdens. Copy cool. I'm a giant child. I'm very playful. Copy cool. I'm done. Right? The Empress again. Oh, is somebody pregnant? Dropping your burdens, the Empress. You know how to handle this situation now. You might be pregnant, which totally changed. Once you're pregnant, everything changes. You're like, I'm not putting up with this anymore. I have to take care of me and this baby, and then, you know. You might, for some of you, you might be pregnant, expecting, or trying to make a baby, which is why you keep trying with this person, because, you know, it's not easy to find somebody that you want to have a child in the future with. And when you do find that person, you kind of want to hold on to it, no matter how messed up it is. Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the Lovers, and 2 of Pentacles. That's all player energy. That Queen of Cups is not you. He has a lot of options. He's juggling, and the Lovers is lust. This is the reason you keep being in your head and rejecting this offer, and you keep staying in pain because you're probably wondering why he doesn't just love you, pick you, have fun with you. Why can't he just have sex with you? Why can't he just do everything he's doing with these other people with you? White numen is hope. Six of Cups is a family. Six of Pentacles. Success. You're hoping for this happy family and success. The white numen is hope, and the black numen, and that's for me, I deemed that. In this deck, they give you 2 extra cards. One is a white and one is a black. Is no hope, you know. So you keep going back because you keep hoping that things are going to get better and he's going to recognize you and see you. The Chariot and the Four of Swords were reversed on, you know, the top of the deck, which I think was weird. Which could mean that he's always stepping out, and that's what puts you in your head and you're healing this energy. I'm sorry if you guys are going through this. It's not what I wanted to hear today. Keep getting this type of readings over and over. The juggling's not going to stop. So there's certain women that exist. This one has boobs. And I'm going to cover her boobs up because I don't want to get in trouble. Right? That's the High Priestess. So you have the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the High Priestess. I don't want to get in trouble. She's got little boobies sticking out there. So... and then just so you can see, it's the High Priestess. And you want this new beginning, but you know that you're just going to be in pain again. It's not your fault that they have an addiction. It's not your fault that they can't decide or they can't choose. You're amazing and fantastic just the way you are. Fantastic, terrific, great, ho! Right? And then you have this Two of Wands. You're hoping that you can take action towards your ships coming in, because usually the next one is the 3, right? And then you have the Three of Swords next to the Two of Swords. Oh, sorry, Two of Wands, which you're taking action toward this broken heart, towards healing, towards recovering and all of this stress. The Emperor and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is not you. He's with her, or he won't let that go. Oh my God. You're the Empress. He's your Emperor. But this Queen of Cups is not going anywhere. And, you know, in the past, I've always said it's never the other person's fault. Never. Because they could seduce your man all they want. It's your man's who has a commitment to you. It's up to your man to say, stop right there. I gotta know right now. No, that's Meatloaf. No, like, stop, get off. I know, yeah, okay, whatever. We had sex. It was amazing. I'm gonna go home and jerk off. But I'm not going to be with you because I got a good girl at home. I chose this woman. I want to have a future with this woman. And here you are trying to stir up old things for what? As soon as I break up with her and I get back with you, it's the same drama. It didn't work. That's what you're supposed to say. Some men are weak. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. But it's not your journey, it's their journey. You just happen to be part of it, and the choice to stay is up to you. What else? I think, no, I could pull some more cards out of this one. I've only pulled out a few. Oh, Four Cups. You have another apology coming in. You have another offer. Yo, babe, can we make this work? I love you. You know you're my heart. You know you're the one I want to be with. I'm like, all right, well, why are you with this chick if I'm the one you want to be with? Wait a minute, I'm confused. Hold up a second. I picked up cards from the first round and mixed it in with these, sorry. I was like, wait a minute, there's not supposed to be these tattoo cards in here. Whoopsies. Anything else, my loves? Anything else for... I'm like hoping new energy comes. Because it seems like right around this time, I guess, this is the story that's happening. This is... I always feel like Will Smith, right? Doesn't he say I'm about to, my life got twisted upside down, and I like to take a minute just to take my time. Anyway, that's what I heard in my head. Six of Swords, someone's leaving again. And usually what I see the Six of Swords, this woman's got boobies, so I'm going to cover that up. I see the person who got hurt pulling the swords out of their back and putting it in whatever form of transportation. I have another deck where it's a backpack. And she took the swords out and she put it in her backpack and she's going somewhere to bury them. Like, I'm done. So to me, that's what the Six of Swords is every single time. So in this case, she's taking the swords, she's putting it in a boat, and she's going to go drop it off somewhere else. Like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. Thank you very much. I'm done. Ooh. I like it when the big chunks come out. It's usually like a really quick story. You got the Five of Wands, you guys are still arguing. The Queen of Swords, you're done with this. The Tower, here it comes. And the King of Swords, you're cutting it off. Five of Pentacles. You're tired of struggling. You're the one that's tired of it, right? You have this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. I love this deck of cards. They speak so clearly. Each deck has its own, like, personality. Okay, ma. Ooh. She's like, tell me more. Seven of Pentacles. You're working hard. Five of Swords. You're still undecided. Page of Cups. Because of this love offer. You want to believe in this love offer. Right? You want to believe in it. Anything else? I get sad for you. The Hermit. You're retreating. Let's switch decks. You're retreating because you don't want to give up on this. Wait a minute, let me just pull these out. You're retreating because you don't want to give up on this. What else? Now I need to know more. Okay. You gotta tell me what's going on, baby girl. And I always refer to my viewer as the woman and the man, the other person as, it's just easier to, like, oh, this deck is singing too. And they're saying reverse death and justice. I don't know why death is reversed, because I don't think that's justice. But the cards do. It's not over. Wait, are these cards in reverse? No, they keep popping out in reverse. Reverse Knight of Swords. You guys are not really communicating. And that might be the problem, is maybe you just need to communicate. It's like, no, my cards are upright. You just keep flipping upside down. It's almost like you guys keep going back to the same thing without changing anything, without communicating about change, without saying this is, you know, what's going to be different. It's like they come back and they're like, well, if you still love me, I'm going to just do what I do because you're going to love me at the end of the day, and we're not breaking up and you're coming back. King of Cups. King of Cups is not communicating. He's not saying anything. He's taking his time. The world is coming full circle. Again, you got the world 3 times. Oh, mama. You got the King of Wands, the player, and the Five of Pentacles. The player keeps bringing the struggle. The world keeps giving you another chance to get out of your situation. You keep going back, and then this keeps happening. my brother, he's a Virgo. And my sister-in-law, she is a Cancer. This is their story for 20-something years. The Chariot, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. It's taken forever. It's a long message. But in order for this grief to end, something's got to change. You got to go in a different direction. You're gonna have to do something different in order for this to change, and it's taken a very long time for you to get to this point. The Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. You're about to take your love. You're still working on it, and you're undecided, but I feel like you're about to take your pentacle somewhere else. A lot of you are gonna stay because this is your cycle. This is your repetitive pattern, and until you decide to change, or you decide to leave, or you decide to make something different, you're just gonna keep repeating it over and over. That's just life. Some of you are getting ready to take your pentacle somewhere else. It took you a long time to get here, and you're trying to make this decision because you're tired of working on it, because nothing's changing. I mean, I'm an honest chick. I told my sister-in-law, I was like, leave him. Come stay here. Find someone else. I got your back. I love my brother, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Ace of Wands. You want a new passionate beginning. You want the Ten of Pentacles. And your ships are coming. Like, you're hoping for this. With this Page of Wands, which is the King of Wands, you want this new passionate beginning with your person. You want the Ten of Pentacles with them, sorry. And you want this fresh new beginning that you're like, that's hopeful, right? But for some of you, you're actually going to take that pentacle to have a fresh new beginning with someone. And when you actually do that, you will have the Ten of Pentacles in that hopeful beginning. Some of you are just still hoping for it. And don't get me wrong, Ten of Wands, you want to release burdens, but they're still there. For some people, they can make it work. You know, there's people out there that can do that, but that's because they've changed, they've grown, they got educated, they went to counseling, they learned how to cope with whatever it was that was causing, you know, ruffles in the relationship. But this is infidelity. This seems like this man, this Queen of Cups keeps popping up. I don't think she's a new chick, you know, she might be, but I feel like this is something that's been pretty repetitive. Three of Cups, time for celebration. So for those of you that left, that choose to leave and give your pentacle to someone else, you can have a Ten of Pentacles. You could be celebrating dropping your burdens. Some of you are going to stay. This is the same reading over and over. I keep trying to... I want to give you new readings, but this is the energy right now. The Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings with money or... Ace of Pentacles next to they're celebrating a new beginning. Oh, a baby. You're having a baby shower maybe, or an engagement party. And then the Tower. And this new beginning is then destroyed or shaken. Doesn't mean destroyed. Shaken by the Ace of Cups, by another love, another new beginning in love. Something's got to change. The Moon. That card does not look like it belongs in this deck. I don't know why, it just doesn't. I think it's part of another. I think it was put here by mistake. I don't know. No. It just doesn't look like it belongs here. It's just weird. I have to. It's just so weird. It's a weird card, right? Because this is the tattoo art, and that's not tattoo or art. Anything else? It's the last few cards. The Hierophant. This one doesn't look like it belongs either. The Five of Cups and the Eight of Wands. The cycle repeats for some of you. If you stay, right, the High Priestess keeps the Hierophant's secrets, right? So if you stay, this is just a repeating cycle. You know better. You're going to have that grief again, and you're going to have to be defensive again. Communicate with your partner. Communicate with your partner. Find out why this keeps happening all the time. If they're not going to stop, you need to make a choice. Because obviously they can't control themselves. They're like a child in a candy shop. They can't control themselves. What, I want to ask, what should this woman or this person viewing? A lot of them came out. Judgment. You have to be firm. Then you have the Seven of Swords and the Emperor. Taking your swords and bouncing to find a new Emperor. Nine of Swords. Next to the Emperor. This person is not, it's going to relieve your pain. Because Nine of Swords is, I'm like getting ready. You know, like I'm just beyond done. I'm suffering. I'm just getting ready to just drop all this stuff. I can't even deal with it. There is an Emperor out there. You got the Hermit. You're going to go back into Hermit mode to think about what it is that you want to do next. Page of Swords. More bad news. Sharp words. Sharp message. Page of Wands. He looks like a sleazy, slimy fox. Ay, Dios mío, por favor. Page of Wands next to the Page of Swords. You're having these sharp words about what's happening, about the wand usage. Sorry. You're cutting it off. Because Ace of Swords is saying, I looked at all the good, I looked at all the bad, and I'm making this decision with clarity, without doubt. You're making a decision. It's like it's the Death card. Queen of Cups. About this other woman. I might delete this reading. I'm not going to. 5, 6 of Swords. You're putting your swords down and you're bouncing. You're not even looking at it. Like usually when you're in the boat, right? Is it 5? 5, 6, yeah. Usually when you're in the boat, you're taking it with you. You had it here, who? With the boat. And then there's one with the backpack. That's the 7 of Swords. This chick. But you're not even taking your swords. You're just like... I'm out. Déjame quieta. Leave me alone. Let's try one more deck. The Boardgame deck. These are like a full size. You can find it on Etsy, and then they have like a website. I think the link's below to all the... I don't get credit when you buy this one, but I think everybody should get it because it's cool. King of Swords in the Moon. You have to choose to cut this out, right? The King of Swords is just like, I've looked at all the information, right? I feel like the King of Swords is like the opposite of, I've looked at all the information, I've checked everything out, and something needs to change. That's you being like, I was the Queen of Swords, and it's like a new vampire. Like I was just cutting heads off all over the place, right? And then I matured, and I realized I can't do that anymore. I can't be cutting heads off. I can't be cutting stuff off. So now I'm going to sit down and take all the information and knowledge that I've acquired. I'm going to be a little bit more professional, but I'm still going to be defending my fortress, right? I'm just not cutting heads off anymore. Now I'm making choices, big choices, king choices. You're a mature vampire now. You're not just going around attacking everybody that you see. You're thinking about it. 9 of Swords. But you're still stressed out. Oh, there's a song. Stressed out. I think it's Talib Kweli. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna see if I can find it, because you know you're in your high priestess energy. Oh my god. Oh, Talib Kweli. It's a part where you're having patience, temperance, where he's going. Sometimes you gotta use your noodle. Oh god, if you guys know the song, indecision way too. You're still undecided. Why? Why is this so difficult for you? Because you have history and you love each other, and because you might have a family, and because all of these other things. But like, nobody's supposed to be going through this much torture. You're undecided because you want that happy home. You want the Sun and the Six of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, Three of Wands. Sorry, which is your ships coming, and you want this. But what you want and what actually happens are two completely different things. If you want something and you go back and nothing's changing, insanity is doing something over and over and expecting different results. You want this happy. That's why you're so indecisive. This card fell out too. Page of Pentacles. Here it says trust and manifestation. Right? You want to trust them. You want to believe that you can have. That they're going to come with this love offer and you're going to have this perfect Ten of Pentacles. King of Wands. Your player is back. He's charming now. He's trying to charm you. Because he knows how. He knows how to say and what to say to get you to come back. He might be a cop. He might be in the military. Because you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Justice. It's a slow offer. It might take a while for you to go to the police and report this if there's an abusive situation. They might be in the military. They might be a police officer. That might be their past. And that explains a lot. And I'm writing a book on it. For some people. For a lot of people it doesn't, but for some people it explains a lot. And you're slowly waiting for your justice. Or some of you finally find, like I said, the strength to go to the police to get the help that you need to exit the situation. Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. But you're still hoping for that marriage. You're still hoping for that happy energy. I don't blame you for hoping. I mean, we're all very hopeful people. Some of you are going to get through this. Some of you are going to figure it out. Some of you are going to be like, all right, something's got to change. I love you. You love me. Let's do this. We have a whole road ahead of us. Please don't tell me this is a Two of Swords again. No, Ten of Swords. It's darkest before the dawn. Right? So we're getting ready to close the cycle. Okay, I got to think of this song. Sorry, it's killing me. It's not, you know I tried. I don't think it's it. I tried. That's another one. That's, I think, with I tried. Oh, what is it? I know this song. It's about using your noodle. Some people. It's bothering me. I might have to get my laptop and get it. It's really bothering me. The Hierophant, you know, Five of Swords. With the struggle, action, Two of Wands, Page of Swords, development of. Some of you are going to take this struggle, move forward, and get the divorce. Right? You have the Hierophant. You're gonna actually, you know what you have to do, right? You have to, Two of Wands, move forward to the, or Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. What is this? Five of Swords? Five of Swords, sorry. And the Two of Wands with the Page of Swords. And when it says information and contracts, that makes me believe that, like, divorce. That's my divorce card when I have to talk about that. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept thinking I could never. Right? You have the strength that brings you to the Six of Wands, which is success. For the strength that I'm gonna go get my laptop. I gotta get that song. Some people losing the noodle, some people using the muscle, some people put it all together, make it feel like a puzzle. Come on, hear me now. Life is a beautiful struggle. Thank you. Right? That's how. Life is a beautiful struggle. I just said it and I don't remember any of the words I just said. Not a word. Some people using the noodle, some people using the muscle, some people put it all together, make it feel like a puzzle. Come on, hear me now. Life is a beautiful struggle. Na 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 to the beautiful hustle. Some people using the noodles. That one. So some people are using their noodle to work things out because they're struggling, and some people are using their muscle. I hope you're not in an abusive relationship. Some people are using the noodle, some people are using the muscle, some people put it all together, make it feel like a puzzle. Come on, hear me now. Yeah, some of you guys are working it out. There's going to be a celebration after this. Fool, you're getting ready to go. You're nobody's fool. You're like, I'm outie. I'm impulsive. I'm getting ready to go somewhere. I'm done. Right? That's some of you. So for some of you, you're going to stay. You're going to make it work. For others of you, you're going to stay. It's just a repeat cycle. And for some of you, you're bouncing and you're ready to go. What could the people that are leaving this third situation, what could they expect if they go? I mean, there's no set answer. There's so many of you out there. You know, everybody's going through different situations. But what came out was Knight of Swords, which is quick communication. It's impulsive. Four of Swords, healing. You're going to be healing. You're going to get some communication that might help you heal. You're going to heal. Anything else? Dígame si hay otra cosa porque yo estoy confundida and I'm back to the world. Everything's coming full circle. Uh-oh, this card's in reverse. The Death just popped out. But this time you're ending it. When the world comes, you're not repeating the cycle, you're ending the cycle. I just heard a beep. I'm not talking to my ex. I've always wanted him to just show up and, like, you know, send me flowers, and he's one of those, like, lazy people. He'll do just enough. He'll breadcrumb you, give you just enough. And mind you, I used to date Armani models. I dated people that have their own businesses. They would pick me up in limousines. We would go to gala nights and nonprofit things. I have my own nonprofit called the Indigenous Documentary, where I travel the world meeting Indigenous people, learning from healers. And I'm documenting all of that. I just started it in September. So, like, you know, and I was a personal assistant to millionaires and billionaires before that. So I know a pretty good amount. 9 of Wands, wearily defensive, but you're still defensive about them. And I think you're still defensive about getting into a new relationship with someone. You're going to have to go through some healing. You might have a lot of lust at first, where you're just trying to fix the niche, scratch an itch, right? With a few guys that have potential. And then judgment will come. Yeah, this was like this guy that was perfect on paper, but like the worst in his execution. That devil, right? Not you, him. Seven of Wands. Oh, letting go of that devil energy. Okay, hold on. That's why. I was like, why are you getting this card? I was like, 7 of Wands is success. All right, so let's look at it overall. Just so you understand. By ending it, right, it brings you into this defensive energy. So you're a little defensive. You have some passionate encounters with guys that have potential, with your emperors, right? And you're still defensive about it, but the judgment's going to come in, and this death, is it death or the devil, right? This judgment's going to come in about this attachment or whatever past was going on, and you're going to have success about this judgment. This judgment's going to be successful. Oh, this one just flew out. About rebuilding your foundation, about this tower moment. So some of you, if you have like a court case, you're getting divorced, you're fighting for child support, whatever it is that's going on that might require the law to get involved and there to be a judgment, that's going to be in your favor, right? It's going to be against the devil. You're going to have success about the situation that was negative. You're finally going to get reciprocity. You're finally going to get that Six of Pentacles. You might get some gifts. You might get a reward, a lump sum payment. You might get, I mean, you can't get a lump sum payment if they don't have money because they're not going to give you anything, but you might get a judgment that requires that you're going to actually get that back. You know, you might be splitting it. You might have dual custody. Page of Cups. Development of affection and creative energy. No, I look at it as a love offer. Remember the cup? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm good. You want to hang out? Okay. Remember? You're going to get a love offer. And I think this love offer is finally, after your Tower moment, you're going to get a love offer. That love offer is going to bring reciprocity. You're going to have an even give and take. You're going to finally have someone you can talk to, you can communicate with. They're actually listening. They're adhering to whatever you guys agreed to. Knight of Cups. And then he turns into a knight. So this message turns into someone that's coming around a little bit. Inviting you places, taking you out on dates. And I think you like it. I hope you like it. I know sometimes it's hard to date after the ending of something passionate. I think that's it. Hold on. I might have to pull out another deck. It makes you happy. You have a wish fulfillment. So for some of you, by leaving and getting the judgment that you need, some of you, it might be a restraining order. So that person can't communicate with you, contact you, or anything like that. I don't really like saying stuff like that because it doesn't really resonate with a lot of the people that I read for. Like, they don't call the cops. They don't need to get involved. They don't have restraining orders because it's not that type of relationship. But I know that there's a lot of people out there in tarot land that do. You got the pain and the grief are over. You're happy now. You have your Four of Wands with this new person and the Ten of Cups. There's nothing but goodness coming from you leaving. Now, is that for everyone? Am I telling you to make a life? Don't make a life decision on tarot ever. These are general readings. They're not for everyone. If you want a personal reading, you should book a personal reading. But even with a personal reading, you should not be making life decisions because that tarot card reader does not know the whole story. They only know your version of the story, right? So it's always important for you to put it all together and for you to make a decision that's best for you based on your choices, not something that someone tells you. All this is confirmation. If this is your story, like, wait a minute, she's right. This is what's going on. Okay, these are possible outcomes. You know, some people say this is entertainment. Other people say that, you know, this is, I mean, I have a gift, so I'm just going to say that. But it's not for everybody. You know, like, you can't get all the information you need from a general reading. You just can't, you know. You do need a personal reading. And I'm not saying that, like, you don't have to get it from me, but you do need a personal reading to make the proper decisions for your life. So, with that said, I'm outie, because this is a really long reading. I did not want to be here this long. Not because I don't love you guys, but because, you know, it's a long time. I got stuff to do. But I do love you guys, and I do hope that this helped. And I'm really sorry if any of you guys are going through this. You know, you only go through what God gives you, only what you can handle. Right? That's what they say. And you only put up with what you want to put up with. If you don't want to put up with it, then you walk away and you let it go and you move on. The one thing I can tell you for sure, because I'm always around very successful people and I myself am successful, is that the only reason you're successful is because you don't put up with things that don't resonate with you. You're not putting up with BS. You're like, because people that are successful, they're not bringing that energy into your realm. They're kind of like only bringing positivity, right? Like, I don't want to be unhappy. Like, why would I hang out with somebody that makes me unhappy? Why would I hang out with somebody who doesn't know how to communicate? Why would I hang out with somebody who's hurt and broken? And you might have been hurt and broken, but you were able to learn and get out of that, and you took the steps to heal yourself, and you took the steps to move forward. So why not your partner? Oh, you think I'm better than you now? You think you're better than me now because you learn some stuff and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm trying to better myself because I want to be a better person in this relationship, right? So you just need to be you need to be hanging out. That wasn't even English. You can do whatever you want with your life. I am not judging you. I am not judging you at all. But if you want a happy life, it's best to be surrounded by people who are happy. People who actually have your best interests at heart and are not trying to destroy you or bring you down to their level. There's an example that I always teach when I do sales classes and when I'm teaching people how to build a team. And it's basically, you're rock climbing, right? Because my friends are rock climbers. So you'll hear me, I'll be doing tarot and I'll be like, yeah, we're climbing in, you know, Nevada or whatever. Sometimes we climb in different parts of the world. Well, they do. I just watch and take video. But I might start rock climbing. But it's basically you're rock climbing, right? And you're rock climbing in duos. So you're with somebody, right? And they fall. Do you go down and pull them up? Do you go down and carry them up? Or do you throw the rope and let them pull themselves up? I'm gonna let you guys think about that for a second. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to throw the rope and let them pull themselves up. And the reason is that if you go down and help them, you're exerting your energy. You might not be able to make it to the top. But at least if you throw the rope and they can pull themselves up, oh, we haven't gone over Oracle. We're gonna do that right now. Then you can go and make it to the top and then they can pull themselves up or you can pull them up. But you still have to make it to the top or else you're both stuck on the side of the mountain. That's not good for anybody, right? And that's how life is. You can give, like there's that parable in the Bible, like give somebody a fish, they'll eat for a day, teach them how to fish and they'll eat for a lifetime. You can only teach what you know. And as you grow, we're supposed to be a community and be teaching, you know, constantly teaching each other. Successful people are always teaching each other. They're giving each other stock tips. They're helping each other figure out what they need to do, you know, what's going to work for them, what's been working, you know. We're just always helping each other. Whereas people who don't have that mindset, they keep the information to themselves, right? I don't want anybody else to have this information. Like, why? You need help. You cannot do anything by yourself, right? So the whole point is you and your partner, if you want to go and take this advice. I also do relationship coaching. I charge $175 an hour, so I'm pretty good, right? You and your partner should communicate. Write down on a piece of paper what it is that you both want out of this relationship. Maybe next to it, write what is wrong in this relationship, right? And then you guys can sit down and come up with solutions that you're both supposed to adhere to. If you both adhere to it and it happens, then that is a positive movement towards the right direction. This is a person worth keeping. If this person continues to their habits and they're not growing and they're just doing this to appease you because, oh, she wants to write down her feelings now, you shouldn't be with someone who doesn't respect you or your feelings. Period. Done. Nobody. Right? Now, I know that there's some whiny people out there and they're needy, clingy people, codependent relationships and so on and so forth, but that's something you work through, right? But you should never be with someone who totally disrespects your feelings. Like what you're saying doesn't matter. It's just unacceptable. So 1, you need to learn the lesson. 2, you need to recalibrate, which is what we were talking about, which is changing things so that you guys can be on the same frequency because you're not on the same page, which is why the conflict keeps happening. When you're on the same page, you only make decisions towards the common goal that you guys are working on. Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. I think some of you guys are pregnant. You might be using the rhythm method. Maeve. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And also some of you are going into a new cycle. You're ending the cycle, and some of you are repeating the cycle. Azor. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. That's pretty self-explanatory. And I'll just read it again. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Star family, you're part of the team's soul, call, and support. This is you reaching out to people for any kind of help that you need. I always tell people, if you're in crisis, call a crisis hotline. You can call a crisis hotline for a miscarriage. You can call a crisis hotline for emotionally abusive, for physical abuse, for just crisis because you're just having a breakdown and you don't know how to handle a situation. There are so many hotlines. Just look up what you're going through and then write crisis hotline. And there'll be free numbers that you can call and you can talk to people and they'll guide you towards the right resources in your specific area that might help you a little bit further. Lemuria. I always thought it was Lemuria. Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. For those of you that have decided to change everything and you're like, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I want the world to know. Got to let it show and let it go. Right? For those of you who are doing this and moving on to something better, you're going to have a lot of laughter in your life and joy. You need a good laugh. If you're not laughing with your partner, something's wrong. So hopefully you guys are at least doing that. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Because some of you have changed so much from when you first got in the relationship, which you're supposed to, because you're supposed to be growing as a human person, right? Going through a soul journey. That you're just like looking at yourself like, I don't want these things anymore. I want different things. Or I don't like this situation. We need to change things. You're like learning to love yourself, but throughout it all, put on some comedy, laugh. That is really good medicine. Hang out with the people that make you laugh if you have funny friends. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. A lot of these cards, like there was another one that's talking about movement. I think for some of you, it might be that you're into martial arts or your person's into martial arts. So you're into Tai Chi or you like to dance, something about moving your body. Or maybe some of you just need to get off the couch and start moving your body and exercising because you've been like sitting there or you're like in bed crying and you need to just... This is for the people that are actually leaving. Confidence, it comes with time and practice. Like you see how she's on a train leaving? She's literally leaving. She's going somewhere. She's like, I gotta go. And you need the confidence to do that. 23 might be an important number to you. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Some people are together and they've never actually talked about what it is that they want, they need, they desire. It's just like a passionate connection. And you guys are just so comfortable with each other that you never took it to the next level and developed that intimacy. So for some of you, you might just be getting to know your partner that you've been with for a while, even on a deeper level than before. And for others of you, it's that you're getting to know the new person. And last but not least, let things come and go. Stay calm. Don't let anything disturb your peace and carry on. Some of you are really mad at me right now because you're like, I'm not going anywhere. You don't know me, blah, blah, blah. I already know that personality. That's somebody who's not willing to listen. Anybody who's willing to listen, get mad at me, I don't care. People who are willing to grow and learn, they listen. They may not agree with you. They'd be like, okay, I heard you, but I don't care. No, you're not talking about me. I'm not talking about you then. You know, but at least you're willing to listen and learn and then make your judgment. I hear seminars and speeches all the time and I'm like, no, that's not right. That doesn't make, actually, no, that's wrong. But I heard it and I was able to make a decision based on it. I wasn't like, you don't know what you're talking about. Getting all angry and defensive. This is a completely different mindset. So I know that there's going to be some people that are going to watch this reading and they're going to be pissed. Like, this bitch doesn't know what she's talking about. That's why she's not in a relationship. Trust me, I've heard it all. Nothing you say is going to faze me. But for others, you're going to look at what I'm saying and you're going to know that it's true. Because you guys don't know everything about me. You only know the very little bits that I've told you. And there's a reason why some people don't stay in the relationship because they're not codependent. They don't need another human being to feel fulfilled. And it's better to be alone than it is to be in a relationship that's abusive, where the person is constantly cheating because they have a problem, because it's something that they developed from their time in the military. That constant moving around, sleeping with random people, trying to just, you know, cope with being away from home and all that, and never really developing intimate connections, but just having that lust as a way to release, and coming home and then still having that form of release, you know. And some people will put up with it, some people will get through it, and other people will just be like, I don't deserve this. I know what love is. I've seen love. I've seen love in action. Out of 23 people in my family that are married, that's 46 people, only 2 divorces. Only 2. Because if you know how to communicate and you know how to love and you know how to pivot when things go wrong, you can make it work. But your partner has to be on board with you. And there are some people that will never pivot and will never grow with you. They're like, this is it and this is my way and da 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 da. And that doesn't work. So I hope that you all find your people that you can pivot with. I hope that you all find someone that you can grow with, that when you speak, they are present with you and they are listening because they love you and they want to have a fantastic beginning with you. And if you have your partner and they're like that and you guys are just going through a struggle right now, slow your roll. Just sit down, reevaluate, recalibrate, put together a plan, move forward together. You guys have a lot of success ahead of you. Very, very good success. Communication is the key. But if you have somebody that's like, why are we trying to change things? Like, we're good the way it is. Like, why are you always trying to make things difficult? Blah, 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 blah. That's something you want to reevaluate. You might want to get some help. You might want to get some help to help you with that situation. A lot of people don't believe in therapy. A lot of people don't believe in help. That's cool. But I feel like I'm drawn to tell you guys this stuff because that's the number one reason people don't grow or move forward in your relationship, is because you're stuck on trying to keep things the same. But you can't keep things the same because that means you're not growing. You know, you're not the same person that you were in high school. You're not the same person that you were in grammar school. You're not the same person that you were in college if you went to college. You're not the same person that you were, you know, when you were working at your last job. Like, you're just not the same person. And you need to work together and grow together, you know, to make things work. So I wish you all the best of luck. I'm going to shut up now. I know some of you are like, it's about time. I'm going to shut up now. And yeah, I'm just going to keep doing my readings. I probably won't make another video where you see my face for a while. That's it. That's what I got for you. Bye.